Good morning. It's a foggy one today, but we're going to get some stuff done. So we've got to load our fertilizer cart up here. We're going to spread some fertilizer this morning. Let that little engine start warming up here for a second. I'm going to finish spreading our wheat starter fertilizer out. Dad and Phil are getting the seed wagon back there. They're going to go... Phil's going to finish planting what seed wheat we've got. We won't have enough to finish this, but we need to get it planted out so I know how much more I need to treat. And then as soon as we can, we're going to go combine soybeans this afternoon. We're going to have a big day. Let's go. Well, they should be coming. Got the door open. Got the augers on. There we go. Now we got her coming out. Good. We might have to... Now we're a little close. That auger pivots up and down. Might pivot it up and see if it'll throw it in the center a little better. I don't know. We'll get her loaded up here. We don't have to fill it super full. We're not going to get it all on anyway. So we're gonna have to fill twice. Not a big deal. Well, we just emptied the third bin. Basically, there's 4 hoppers on there. They're actually both, or they're all split. So there's 8 compartments. But we emptied the third bin, both compartments, put them on here because I have a exact weight for that. It's 14,520 pounds. And I was curious how close our scales was. We're off a touch. We were at 1,010 when I started, so we're 300 pounds light. Interesting. I adjusted our calibration number a little bit, and we're gonna go spread this out. We got across the road to do the backfield part of it. We ran out there last night. And we'll come back once we get that field done. We'll come back here and get that trailer empty for the 70 acres around the corner. Okay, we finished this one up. Phil's over there planting. Turn my spinners off. We're gonna go reload, get the rest of this done. I'm ready to be done spreading for a while. We got a lot more to do, but this was the critical stuff, getting the wheat starter done, so we're there, almost. So we have this this nice lane and group of fields here and stuff, and it's nice to be able to get back to this barn and everything, and there's a bridge to the backfield right at the end of it, but it splits these front 2 fields in half, and the lane is really rough from some tile we ran through a few years ago, so putting wheat here this year gives us an opportunity to kind of fix it next summer a little bit. But also we have that fence row over there that is kind of half ours, half the neighbors, and what I would love to do is to take this lane and move it over there and come in off the road right by those trees. It's the crappy part of the field anyway, right? It's where we give up the most yield from the trees and everything over there. So why not put a 15-foot wide lane in, and then we got the filter strip along the ditch there that we can use to get over to our bridge. Ideally, we'd move the bridge over there, but that's a big project, so I don't think that will happen. But it would allow us room to get over here to this little shed that we just use for some storage of stuff that we don't need, and make it nicer having, you know, one field there instead of 2. I don't know, we'll see. Next summer projects. The dust is quite salty. Taste it. So for those of you that don't know, the potash, the pink stuff that we're putting on here, 0060, it's potassium chloride. It's salt, essentially. It's not exactly the table salt that you would use. That's sodium chloride. But for people that have, you know, or that use like a low sodium salt alternative, it's potassium chloride. So that's what this is. All right, we got our trailer empty. All the doors are open. We're gonna run the vibrators. Shakes any fertilizer that's stuck rock to the sides out. A little bit. Okay. Close all the doors. We'll get everything put away for him here so that it's ready to go. Okay, that is good to go. Huge thank you to our retailer for letting us use their truck and setting that here overnight for me. That worked really well. Very much appreciated. All right, let's go get our spreader empty. Well, here's our field. So we've got this one. There's 20 acres on the other side of that ditch, and there's a little 6 or 7 acre piece to the south across the ditch. So these are the fields that Dad combined yesterday. I didn't run these. Beans were okay, mid-50s. It's nothing great, but not horrible, I guess. So we'll get the fertilizer spread on here. We still got the green cart sitting up there. That's got to get taken home sooner rather than later. But yeah, once we get, the plan here is to spread the fertilizer out, and we should be just about the right amount. Hopefully we're empty when we finish, and then we're going to take this home, have Dad bring me back, and we'll get the grain cart. And then when Phil runs out of wheat to plant, he can bring the semi truck that's sitting over there back, and we will forget about the wheat for the rest of the day and go combine soybeans. Finish that front field here. We're going to jump into this one in the back. There's 20 acres here. One thing I'm noticing on these fields, more so than the ones we did earlier or yesterday, there's a lot of grass. There was a lot of weeds coming in these beans. Foxtail, I assume. And I'm wondering if maybe we need to come down here with some Roundup before the wheat comes up and spray this stuff and kill it off, because it's a lot. Now, it's going to die when it gets cold, so it's probably not that big of a deal, but it just looks terrible. We're about empty. Just over a ton left in the spreader. We're trusting the math. It makes me nervous when I can't really see it through the window or over the top there at all. If I lean just right, there is some on the side there yet, so I know we still got some, and I'm trusting the math and what it says we've got and what we've got left to spread, and it should work out just about right. The scale and the rate controller are in agreement on how much is in the spreader, so we're getting our rate pretty darn close to right where it's supposed to be. We don't have that much left to do, but it makes you nervous, because if I run short, it's a bad deal. But we'll deal with it. We need to make it from here to the other end of the field. I don't know if there's anything left. We're gonna have a test strip. Oh, we got some. Okay. All right, good deal. I just wanted to come and make sure nothing was sticking and knock everything down. Good. Oh, we're good. Sweet. Okay. Let me get in here. Yeah, we're good. Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. Oh, makes me feel good. Okay. It's not sticking in hardly at all. I was afraid we were going to have stuff in the corners, bridged up, and not at all. Let's spread it out. Well, we might have a half-acre check strip there, but that is close. We're good. I'm happy with it. So we're going to go, and we're actually going to park this. It is almost 11 o'clock, and as much as I want to take this back to the farm and have it ready to go for when we need it there, I need to get the green cart back. So I'm going to go park this over by where the green cart is. We're going to jump in that, head back to the farm. We're like a 10-mile move here, so it's going to take a little time to get there. And then we're going to go jump in the combine and start combining beans today. It's my wife, out for her morning walk. She's doing a half marathon in a couple weeks, so she's been training. Oh, filling up the combine here, getting ready to go. We got a nice breeze. I bet we can combine right now. Of course, it's almost noon, or quarter to noon, so it's time anyway. But we got to get moved and get going. Target fields are right over there. If you look close enough, yeah, you can see the bean head sitting over there. So we're all good to go. We just got to get the combine over there and get the grain cart moved. We are heading to the field. I've got a helper coming to pick me up. Rylan driving the Gator across the road. And we got our other one with us, so we'll take the combine over there and then we gotta come back and get the grain cart. Great job, bud! Thank you. Got our cart, got our first rider. They're gonna take some turns today. Can't have them both in the combine at once. 60 acres right there. I don't expect great beans, but they should be better than the last ones we were in. These were towards the tail end of the planting window. They're a 2.7, I think, mostly. I think there's 2 different varieties out there. This is one of them fields that we had some weeds that escape on us, and they got sprayed sort of late, and had some manganese put on, and yeah. They didn't look fantastic, so we'll see how they are. Oh, back in the combine. Having fun? Yeah. This is the best seat in the farm racing. This one right here. It's not the seat, it's the position. No, you don't like it? You don't like driving the combine?
This one.
You like the passenger seat better?
Yeah.
All right, that's probably a good one too. We'll see. Beans are they're dry. Well, they're 14 and a half according to the combine. That might read a little wet. It had been, so either way, that's not bad. They'll be super dry by the end of the day, I am sure. This is the field where we got some muck pockets. You can see we've got a spot over there that's a little green yet. They'll be just fine. We can blend those off. So,
and Daddy harvested a beach ball.
A beach ball, yes, we did. There was a beach ball in the field. We did not see it in time, and we combined it. And it was a glitter-filled beach ball, so there was glitter on the combine for a while. It appears to be gone now, but it's all right. We got something else out in the field over there. It was in the next pass over that I saw. We'll stop and get it when we get up there. I don't know what it is. And what?
It kind of looks like...
Like what?
Like a ski jet toy.
A ski jet toy?
Floaty,
Oh,
like
a floaty, like a pool floaty? It might be
like
that.
we have.
We'll have to go see.
It kind of looks like that.
Well, we couldn't make the round with doing the end rows down there, but there's our mysterious object. I think he's right. I think it's a pool float. Somebody's pool raft. We also found the remains of the beach ball. It's no good anymore. They're thick down in the low ground, little green leaves, but they're not wet. I'll see if the yield jumps up a little bit. These aren't great beans. We are right here on a variety split. These have been my 2.6s over here, and we've got a brand new 2.7 number on this side. The 2.6s did great in my plot that we harvested the other day. The 2.7s, not so much. Now, we'll see how they do out here in the field, see if things improve and get any better than what we're doing right now or not. I mean, we're averaging 57, which I know, that's not a horrible yield, but everything else around here has been much better than that, including the field right next door that we did earlier in the week or whenever that was. So, you know, we would like them to be better than 57 bushel beans, and they might keep getting better. This was a tough farm all year, so I didn't expect them to be great, but I was hoping they would be over 60, so we'll see from here. We got football on. Still got Brayson riding with me. It's about time for your brother to come, though. You're gonna have to switch me. Yep. Phil made it back. He must have ran out of wheat, so he's got the cart unloaded and taking that first truckload of beans, and we should be good to go. Time to switch riders. See you, bud. What's up, dude? Ready for a combine ride? Cool. We're moving right along. He's sleepy. I'm sleepy too, but we're not quite to full automation yet, so I probably better not take a nap. Anyway, I got a grain cart driver for one round here, probably, until we get the truck full. We're 48 acres into this field, got 12 or so to go, 12 to 14, and they're not great beans. Getting worse. This variety is not as good as the other variety. There's our yield map. The switch was right there. Oh well. I only planted one box of them, so it was a test. They failed. Do you know what you don't want to see when you pick the head up on the end of the field?
Huh?
That. That right there is bad.
A huge rock.
Huge rock. Do you want to get it? You want me to?
I want to.
Okay. Thanks, bud. Woke him up from his nap. Gotta go to work. That one would have been bad. Fortunately, it sat right on the cutter bar on that front there and didn't actually get onto the draper belts. Good work, kid. Oh. Set it right there on the edge of the field. Perfect. That's good. We'll come get it with a gator. Alright, back to work. What do we got here? 54, a little less than 10 acres to go. That one was hiding right behind my monitor there. You gotta kind of bend out of the way to see it. So I missed it. Alright, we've made it on this one. Got them done. I guess there was only 60 and a half acres, not 62 here. Okay. 56. Ugh. I know. It's not great. See, the thing is, if we would have started and our beans would have been, 60, 55, 60, maybe 65 at the high, then you'd think, all right, they went 56. That's not so bad. That's right in there with everything else. The problem is, not the problem. The thing is, most of the other beans that we've run in this general area that way, were 70s, 75. A couple of them hit 80, or real close to it. So, yeah, 56 is a disappointment. Well, we jumped across the road. We've got this field opened up. We did lots of end rows over here along the road. We did some through the middle. We did some in the back and along the woods. And the rows run two different directions on this field. So this part here, we're running east and west, and then these rows here run north and south. So, yeah, we're getting there. Hopefully the yield keeps climbing. We did lots of ends, so it's pretty bad to start with. Here we're 53 average. But the beans are nice and dry. The plants are dry. There's not a ton of material out here. They're running through the combine really well. No losses. Combine's working awesome. And so we're going fast. We're going 5.5 to 6 miles an hour with the combine. We're going to cruise right through these and cover a lot of ground today. So that is a good thing. There's about 65 in this field. We're already 14 acres into it. So, yeah, hopefully we'll get this one done and move on to the next one yet tonight.
What year it is? In fact, George doesn't know what year.
Watching football, combining beans. It's a good day. It is a real good day. We're moving too. We've already covered 100 acres today. It is just now. It's not even 6 o'clock yet. And we've got a couple hours to run for, I would think, tonight yet. We're going to get some more done. See how far we make it, but we should be able to finish this field pretty easily.
News and notes.
Go from there. So we're up to 59 average. I don't know that we're going to get to 60 because we got a lot of stuff around trees to do yet, but yeah, it is what it is. Well, the football game's over, so we'll go back to focusing on just combining, I guess. No, it's good. We're moving right along. We're 58 acres into this field. We've got this little kind of cutout in the woods here. Yeah. So obviously I don't have my map because I've been watching football and it hasn't been filling in. But we got this cutout in here to do. And then we got this little nub up here to do. And that's about it. And then we're done. So hanging right in there at 59 bushel average. There's good spots, there's bad spots. It's just the way these beans are. Well, it is 7:15. We have another 40 acres, 35 acres around the corner over there that we can get to without dropping the head, I think. Ooh, it's gonna be a little tight, but I think we can get there from here. But it's the field with the big muck hole in the front, and the muck is going to be a little soft, and it's going to be a little difficult to combine. Like, you'll get a lot of pushing in front of the head, especially as it gets dark and damp here, so I don't really want to do it in the dark. We've already had a great day. We've got 125-ish acres done, 124. I think we're just going to call it, because we might be able to run for another 45 minutes to an hour is all. And then it's going to get dark on us and be tough going. So Phil's bringing a truck over. We're going to empty what's in the grain cart here and shut her down for tonight. We had a good day. Wasn't the best beans, But we got a lot of acres done. We should have another big day tomorrow. So, good deal. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go home and watch Vanderbilt finish the job. Vanderbilt. We'll see. I'm going to go in and see if my kids are still around here or if they're all at home. One of them's at a birthday party. I know that. So, anyway, have a great night. Thanks for watching. We will be making a video tomorrow, Sunday afternoon. I might throw a live stream in there. Probably not. It's possible. I won't rule it out, but we'll see. So, thanks for watching. Have a great night. We'll see you guys tomorrow.